Nice of you to drop in.
I'm coming for you, Joker. You're going back to Arkham.
What's up, guys? It's me, Espada, bringing you another new video, and this is Pokemon news. Sorry I've been late with this, but I'm gonna try to cram in the older news and the newer news together. Starting off with Alolan Muck. Alolan Grimer. So what we have here is Alolan Grimer with green and yellow on him, and he's still the Sludge Pokemon. His new typing is Poison Dark, so he might be a little taller than the regular one. So it stands at 2 feet 4 inches, and its weight is 92.6 pounds, and its ability is Poison Touch or Gluttony, depending which one it gets first. And it says the population of the Alola region increased, dealing with their garbage became a serious problem. In solution, they imported Grimers from other regions to eat all their garbage. So sending all the problems with their garbage somehow changed the Grimer a bit. So they have teeth in their mouth, so there's some kind of hardened, crystallized garbage in there. Somehow it formed and looked like teeth, but there's no method they have found out how to break it down, so it just stays there, and they're always hungry, so they will eat any garbage they see in the Alola region. So watch out if you see them eating your garbage. They'll be there all day. And we have Alolan Muck. Same thing, but I think it's also taller than the regular Muck, so it's about 3 feet 3 inches, and it weighs 114.6 pounds. Same ability. And they got a little bit multicolor. You see green, you see some pink, some yellow, some blues. More of the crystal things forming on the body. Look like you had claws now. Alolan Muck eats whatever is in reach without pausing, and if it feels the shape prongs of hunger, it runs amok. So it just go crazy when it's really hungry. It's gonna find a lot of food, and these Grimers don't even stink when you're near them. They keep the stink inside their body, so you don't smell anything from them. So those crystals on their body, they might be. This is poisonous, so you better watch out with those. But they can easily. It says it can easily come loose, so it's extremely dangerous. Next Pokemon we're gonna be talking about, I have a lot of stuff to look over, is the evolutions of the little berry Pokemon. We have Steelin, I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's the fruit Pokemon. It is a grass type, and it stands at 2 feet 4 inches, and it weighs 18.1 pounds. And its ability it can have is Leaf Guard or Oblivious. So when this one has a harder head than its previous evolution, Bound Sweet, so it no longer worries about being stabbed by other Pokemon. And this one prevents prevents to run away. Like it runs away when they see something dangerous coming. So after it evolves, it becomes a little more detectable. I think that's what it's saying here. And it gains a tomboy-like personality. It spins around the curtsy. I think it's a curtsy. Striking nearby object, but stealing doesn't care less. It unleashes a powerful combo moves using its head and its hard legs. Oh wow, this thing could even break your head, maybe break your head or like break something else on your body. And we have its other evolution, Toristorana. I don't know, I can't pronounce that right. But it's still also the fruit Pokemon, and it's still grass, and it stands at 3 feet 11 inches, a little taller than the other one. So it weighs 47.2 pounds, and it can have Leaf Guard or Queenly Majesty as its abilities. This Pokemon has a nature of high-class nobility. Any Pokemon or humans that approach it with evil in mind will be punished forthwith. So if you're evil, this thing will try to kick your ass. And it even give you a fearsome glare upon its own trainer if the two of them are not fully in sync. So you're not, if you both are not like together on things, it's gonna stare at you until you and it become in sync. When it evolves, it is with the blessing of the other of its previous evolution. It uses its strength to protect the Bound Suite. So this thing has powerful kicks. This should have been grass fighting, but it looks like it does a lot of kicking in its skills and is very strong. It like honing its skills beyond the level of it achieves as a stealing. It attacks with graceful movements, but it has like very powerful kicks. It looks like it, and its ability, which no other Pokemon has previously had, the effects of Queenly Majesty are so it says imitating. No, I meant to say intimidating that it prevents opponents from using priority moves. Next Pokemon, we have Rubimbi. I can't pronounce it. It is the bee fly Pokemon, and it's the evolved form of Cutesy Fly. And it's a bug fairy still, and its height is only 8 inches, and it weighs 1.1 pounds, and its abilities it can have is Honey Gatherer or Shield Dust. This Pokemon collects flower nectar and pollen to make into balls known as pollen puffs. These serve as food, and what more, they can cause effect like paralyze and dizziness. They can use the puffs to strike their opponents during battle, with some of the pollen puffs can have relaxing effects. These have relaxing effects on itself, what it's saying on here, and relieve tiredness. These are distributed around the Alola region as high-price supplements. This Pokemon hates to be rained on. They're covered with fluffy hairs that hold the pollen they gathered, and the rain makes them wet and dirty. Alolan people know that if this Pokemon are busily visiting the fields of flowers, you can be sure that the fair weather will continue. Now, the next Pokemon we're going to be talking about is the evolutions of our dragon fighting Pokemon friend we had met a while back. let's see. It's okay. All right. First of its evolutions is Hakomoko. I think I'm pronouncing it right or not. It's kind of hard to pronounce. It is the scaly Pokemon. It is a dragon fighting type. It stands at 3 feet 3 feet 11 inches, and it weighs 103.6 pounds, and its ability is still the same. It can have either bulletproof or soundproof. So when it evolves, it breaks from its fellows. It breaks from its follows and begins to live on its own. To train itself, whether it can find Pokemon to battle against, it seems to appear. They dance before battle. To show their strength, clinging is scales together to make them ring out. When the distance reaches its climax, they bellows their fierce battle cry to challenge its opponents. Its shell makes a fine armor. It doesn't worry about its self-defense as it makes many strikes. I can't pronounce some of the words on it, but it overwhelms its opponents. It says in the result, scales often become damaged and get torn off. They grow back immediately, so they grow back fast if the shell starts to break. In the scales, the scales starts to break. So they're strong. They don't have a good defense, but that's what it's saying on here. But they are powerful, and its final evolution, Kokmimo. I can't. But it's still a scaly Pokemon. It's a dragon fighting type. I like this thing already. It kind of reminds me of some kind of Incan dragon they drew in their paintings. Kind of like it. It stands at 5 feet 3 inches. It's either Incan or Aztec drawings. It weighs 172.4 pounds. It's same abilities. At the end, its harsh training. The previous evolution evolves into this overwhelming, powerful form. It returns to the land of its birth, where it watches over the baby Pokemon I can't pronounce it. This has a weird name. From a distance. This is a legend there's a legend that says this Pokemon is covered in glistening scales in order to drive away great darkness covering the world. The reason these Pokemon seek out battle is to gain the power needed to defend this darkness. When it detects someone approaching, this Pokemon rings the scales on its tails to announce its presence. So it uses shells to warn their opponents that they're coming. They have a good uppercut. What it says the greatest move is uppercut. The greatest move is his uppercut. So it's gonna be gonna be a powerhouse when it evolves into this form. It's saying that some of its moves may make its one move it has, it makes its defense lowered a bit. But it's a very cool Pokemon nonetheless. But this might become 2 parts. Next Pokemon we'll be talking about is the evolution of type Null. The type Null evolution is called Sylveali. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Sylveali. It is still the synthesized Pokemon. It's a normal type, and it stands at, it's not really standing like on 2 legs, but 4 legs, but it stands at 7 feet 7 inches, and it weighs 221.6 pounds, and its ability is the RKS system. Clever. That sounds like Arceus. Arceus, but like the way other people pronounce it is Arceus. Arceus. But when when type known gains a partner it can trust, this something destroys its restraining device it wears. Once released from the heavy mask, the Pokemon's speed increase subsidingly. Freed of its restraining effects of the mask, Sivali senses are heightened and reverts to its natural temperament. If it has a wild nature, but it will obey the trainer that it trusts and protect that trainer from danger. It puts its own life on the line. Sivali is said to have been created to oppose a threat. By inserting exclusive items in the drive on Sivali's head, it's the RKS system can be activated, causing Sivali's something cells to mutate and glow. The RKS system enables it to change its type, and the cells glow with different color of light depending on its type. So Sivali's ability is called the Arceus system ability, which no previous Pokemon has ever had. By having Sivali hold items that corresponds with each Pokemon type, it can change its own type. Multi-attack is the move that only Sivali can learn, and this move's types change based on which type related item Sivali is holding. So this is cool. It looks like a bigger and better version of it, but it has something extra on it. But this is what it looks like without the mask on, but more enhanced. This is also gonna be a power. I can't wait to use one of these when I get my copy of the game. And it says, I think in its ear, that's where you put in the little drives it uses. So it's like a artificial version of Arceus, in a way. Next Pokemon we're gonna be talking about is the trial captains they announced. So we have a new trial captain. He is a pink-haired dude. He's like, this guy is an expert on normal types. Captain Liama, I think it's pronounced, graduated from the training school and is a hero to the students of that school. So we're gonna have we're gonna have tricots on that are experts on their typing of Pokemon they use. So the other Tri-Captain we saw earlier, she is a expert on water type Pokemon, and we got a new Kahuna. Our newest Kahuna is Olivia. Olivia is the Kahuna of I can't pronounce the island that way. It is the second island you visit on your island challenge. Her skill is extraordinary, as can only be experienced from someone chosen to serve as Kahuna at such a young age. Yet she still insists that she is just a normal girl. I like her design. She's pretty cool. I see why she's a powerful trainer.